So let's get right to 19 First Alert meteorologist Samantha Roberts with more. Sam, this is nothing to play around with, huh?
No, because, some of these more urban areas, so like a downtown Cleveland or downtown Akron, a lot of concrete, right? So if you get a lot of excessive runoff and maybe there's some clogged drains, that's going to lead to issues because our main threat tomorrow is really, really heavy rain. There's a ton of moisture in the air, especially as we get into tomorrow. I know today was hot. It wasn't crazy humid, but tomorrow is going to be exceptionally humid. Actually, so is Thursday. So 2 days here with a thunderstorm threat. And these storms tomorrow are going to be moving very slowly. So they're going to be dropping a lot of heavy rain over one area for a long time. So obviously you're going to see some high water issues. I would encourage everybody to have a way to get your severe weather warnings tomorrow should we see any issued. And of course you want to seek higher ground immediately if any type of flood warning is issued for your location tomorrow. 19 First Alert weather app, always a great way to get that pertinent weather information. I think our most widespread thunderstorm threat will be basically from midday through the afternoon and into the early evening. But even in the morning, we could have a storm or two. Right now, it is hazy, hot, and humid. The 3 H's, right, on a mid-July day. 83 in Cleveland, mid-80s in Akron. Going to be a great night of weather.
All right, so tomorrow's going to be the middle of the week, but you really, really have to pay attention because we have an alert day, and this could be possibly flooding, maybe, Sam, we're talking about?
Yeah, that's going to be our main threat with storms tomorrow.
Okay.
So a lot of times throughout the summer, we've talked about the thunderstorm threat, and it's been mainly a damaging wind threat. That's a possibility for sure tomorrow, but the main concern with the majority of the thunderstorms is going to be heavy rain. So let's get right to it. This is First Alert Future View. First thing tomorrow morning, a lot of cloud cover out there, more than today for sure, and a chance for a few storms, but I do think these will be hit or miss first thing in the morning. Not everybody will see rain in the morning, but where we do see it, where it does develop, it may be quite steady for the morning commute. Warm, exceptionally humid. Now, today was hot, okay? We were in the upper 80s. We had 88 at Hopkins. But tomorrow is going to feel worse, even if the actual air temperature is not as hot, because it's going to be very, very humid, like one of the more humid days of the year. So it may feel like mid to upper 90s at times, and then a storm blows through, it cools off a little bit, but gets even more humid. That's the kind of day we're expecting tomorrow. That thunderstorm coverage really increasing through the afternoon. And our main concern here, you can see a lot of red popping up, some orange, yellow, heavy rain, which could lead to some localized flooding because, again, these are going to be moving really slow. There's virtually no wind to move these things out of here tomorrow. So they're going to set up and drop a ton of heavy rain. And then they continue through the early evening hours. So we could have some high water issues on the evening commute. I know many of you concerned about rainfall amounts tomorrow. Again, these will be scattered, so no specific totals for specific areas like we talk about sometimes with snow. However, some downpours, because of all the moisture in the air, may have the potential to produce 2 to 3 inches of rain. That's a lot of water, so that's why we've got this flash flood threat. Couple of reminders tomorrow. If a flood warning is issued for your location, you should seek a higher shelter, move to higher ground. Don't attempt to drive through a flooded road, right? We always say turn around, don't drown. Only takes 1 foot of water to float a vehicle. 2 feet of rushing water can actually carry most vehicles, including buses. Yeah, that's pretty powerful. And never drive around a barricade. When those get set up by emergency managers or